So you beat up a little boy when you were a little girl, though.
Well, it was segregation, and they was always, oh, you know, the white boys, people, oh, especially boys was bad to us, and I guess we just beat them up and took care, you know, Harriet and Jean and I guess we, you know, we took care of it. When we would leave our house, we lived here, and we'd have to go through that area to go to the church, and so then that's how we see these people, and so then we took care of them, you know.
You took care of them.
Oh yeah.
What about one time you told me a story about somebody lost their arm in a car when they were riding in a car?
That was after I grew up.
What happened?
And it was with friends, some boys traveling. Well, it was some people we knew. We were in a car and they was traveling to. They were riding around the city or something, and he had his arm popped out the car, you know, like driving, and they had came under they had a wreck and hit a culvert and it cut his arm off, and so he bled to death. But they said, and he was a teenager, these black boys riding around. What they should have done was just peed on the ground and got mud, you know, and paste to stop him from bleeding, but he bled to death.
Mm.
Yeah.
One time you told me you saw somebody get hit by a truck.
Yeah.
When you were a little girl.
Oh, I can't remember that one. Yeah.
That's okay.
But our life was spent at church. We grew up. My father was a deacon in the church, and we grew to church like Sunday, and he went on Monday, and we went on Wednesday, and then maybe where children met on Thursday. Mm-hmm. But our life was spent in church. That's why I could go to church here, because that's how growing up was. But
well, I'm just trying to think of more stories you told me, like, you know, what was it like with your siblings? What were each of your siblings like?
We didn't live all together, so.
But you still knew them. What were they like? So go one by one, each sibling.
Okay, my older sister, she grew up. She left house, pretty little girl. She left home. Justine left home when I was young, and so she moved to New York, and when she was real young and started a family. Liz, she lived up the street. That's who I went to live with. My brother John, he's got married and 2 babies or something. He's 16 years old, and he lived across the street from us. Earl lived up with my grandparents, and he didn't have any children. He was a
bachelor.
Bachelor, like Dion. Yeah. And Harriet went to Morgan State College, and when she graduated from school, and then Jean went off to New York. Jean was before Harriet, but Jean went off to New York. Then Harriet.
Did you tell about Teen?
Teen went to New York, and then she went to Boston. Teen was the oldest sister.
Oh, okay.
She went to Boston. So there was Teen who wanted to go to Boston, and Liz had her children. Liz 16, married somebody 26 years old.
What did her last name become?
Brown.
And then what did all of their last names become? So we can keep track. So
Teen was a Sneed.
Okay.
Liz became a Brown. John had his family.
He would be a Palmer.
Yeah.
Harriet.
Jean had 3 or 4 children, but she never married.
Okay.
Harriet was Palmer. She had 1 child, Rodney, and it was me.
Okay. You were close with some of your nieces and nephews, though, because they're close in age, right? What about Aunt Judy?
Oh, Judy was Teen's daughter, and my mother raised Judy.
And what was the age difference there?
Judy, maybe 4 or 5 years.
So you guys were close, though.
Yeah, we were close, yeah. But she was closest to my age, yeah.
Okay. And then when you went to live with your sister, what kids lived there?
Hi.
What were their names, though?
There was Jimmy and Michael and Reese and Wendell and Angie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you lived with them while they were growing up for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah, for a while. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got married and moved
So you
out.
got married.
That was my family. Ask me another one. That's better.
I gotta think of them, Grandma. I don't know your life, so it's harder.
But your church was the main thing, though.
Did you sing in church and stuff? Ooh, sorry.
Yes, yes. I sang in a women's choir.
Oh.
Yeah. And we wore black dresses, and so to make it look nice, I made little what you corsages with yellow.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's what I was really into that when we moved out here. It really was hurting to leave that.
To leave the church?
Yeah, yeah. But when we came out here, I was not coming. I would not leave my job and come and the president of my company, come here, I want to talk to you. And he told me,
You need to go.
yeah, I need to go. Yeah, this is what you said. You need to go. That's
What was your pastor's name back in Maryland?
Reverend Williamson.
Oh, okay.
But he told me I needed to go with my husband because I wasn't going to go. Oh, those people were kind to me. They were good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
then you weren't gonna go.
and we came out here and we came on a house hunting trip and saw that and then we lived in.
Here, we'll take a break.